We have once again maxed out the nation's credit card. Our out-of-control spending has already created rampant inflation, and we are quickly hurtling towards a debt crisis that will wreck our economy and destroy life as we know it. Since his first day in office, President Biden and congressional Democrats have enacted $10 trillion in new spending over the next decade. According to the San Francisco Fed, the so-called American Rescue Plan alone added 3 percentage points to inflation. That was the San Francisco Fed said that. The most recent CBO baseline projections project that the annual deficit will be more than double from the $1.375 trillion last year to $2.85 trillion in 10 years, while debt held by the public is projected to reach nearly 120% of GDP by 2033. This would be the highest level ever recorded. The CBO also projects that the Fed actions needed to restrain inflation, which was caused by out-of-control spending, will significantly weaken growth and increase unemployment by some 3 million citizens. Our debt crisis is a clear and present danger to the well-being of the American people. It is both responsible and necessary for Congress to use this moment to take decisive action to rein in this horrific spending. Every primary deficit reduction law since 1985 has been attached to a debt limit increase. Today's markup is a good first step towards fiscal sanity. The Default Prevention Act will remove the threat of default, guarantee the sovereign debt of the United States, and fully authorize the Treasury to borrow to redeem debt held by the public and the Social Security trust funds. I want to thank Representative Tom McClintock for his solid and consistent leadership on this issue over the many years. I urge my colleagues to support this bill. I yield back.
I have good news to share with you this Tuesday. States are still sending out stimulus payments this week. There are checks aimed at helping those that are struggling financially. And new deposit dates have also been revealed. My friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, I will be announcing 2 winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaways, please make sure you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Although inflation has fallen for 7 straight months, prices for one item that is a major part of every American's budget continues to rise, and that is the food we eat at home. Grocery inflation picked up in January, even as overall United States prices fell slightly from the previous month. According to federal labor data, prices for food at home, which is what people buy at retailers to prepare their own meals, jumped 11.3% in January from 1 year earlier. Many households continue to feel the pinch, even as the overall inflation rate is slowly receding. And that's thanks to lower costs for items such as used vehicles and airline fees. Seniors, retirees, and low-income households are among the most hurt by stubbornly high prices in the grocery aisle. Although Social Security recipients received an 8.7% cost of living increase for 2023, which was the biggest jump since 1981. That bump still lags food costs, while the poor generally spend a greater share of overall earnings, while millions of Americans generally spend a greater share of their overall earnings on food. According to the Senior Citizens League, an advocacy group for older Americans, more seniors are pointing to food costs as an ongoing concern. And according to the latest survey, 63% rated food costs as a category of spending that increased the fastest in their household. This is up from 58% who reported food costs as their fastest growing category of spending this time 1 year ago. Food was a leading pain point last year as well. New York Fed economists said in a statement, lower-income households experience above-average inflation because of their higher proportional spending on food and housing. Since December 2022, the bottom 40% of earners have felt the highest year-over-year inflation rate of any income group. And the pain is expected to grow worse this month, with about 30 million people in 32 U.S. states having lost their enhanced food stamp benefits due to an expiring crisis relief program. But the Federal Reserve's campaign to bring down high prices has grown even more complex in recent days. CPI measured 6% for the year ended in February. That is down from January's 6.4% and in line with economists' expectations. It's the 8th consecutive month that the annual rate has declined and marks the lowest level since September 2021. Friends, please let me know in the comment section below if you think the 8.7% cost of living adjustment has made a big difference in your lives. Governor Kay Ivey is also backing a one-time tax rebate that could put as much as $800 in the pockets of Alabama families. Speaking at her State of the State address, Governor Ivey said, "The rebates would be funded through some $2.8 billion in surplus education dollars. Governor Ivey's proposing a one-time rebate of $400 for adults or $800 for families." The Alabama governor recently told reporters, "A paycheck does not go as far as it did 2 years ago. That is why I'm calling on you to put nearly $1 billion back into the hands of hardworking, tax-paying residents of Alabama through one-time rebates of $400. Once passed, Alabama would be the latest state to use federal funds to provide stimulus payments or rebates to its residents. Recently, the Maine State Finance Office said that nearly 60% of recently approved energy relief payments have been mailed to eligible Maine residents. The $450 checks were approved by the legislature in early January, after Democratic Governor Janet Mills proposed them in an emergency bill. The Maine governor has described the payments as a band-aid to address soaring heating and electricity costs, as policymakers seek longer-term solutions to volatile energy prices. Her nearly $500 million proposal is drawn from the state surplus, and it's expected that 880,000 Maine tax filers will receive this payment. The payments are exempt from state taxes and are designed to be exempt from federal income taxes, although the Internal Revenue Service has not yet made a determination. The agency recently determined that state-issued crisis and inflation payments are exempt. Governor Janet Mills said during her recent budget address that she expects all of the checks will be delivered by the end of this month. So friends, it is possible to receive your relief check later this week. Well, my most amazing and magnificent friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Tuesday. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. My friends, to show my appreciation, I will be announcing 2 more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.